marked that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work down inside the 45.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Smith.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The Lions are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
Touchdown, Detroit!
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gino now to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum up. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
They talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd and short. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 39 Broncos.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to a 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Smith now to throw.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there. his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll look to throw now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
After the interception, here's Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wound up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
After the run, Smith going to throw.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Check, man. Check, man. On the ball.
Now to the ground, here's Walker.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Rocket in motion right.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Quick throw complete. And he is out of bounds here.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Here's Walker, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Lions 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Looking to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. But let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And Walker once more. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7.
Seahawks 21, Lions 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Walker with another carry. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Straight ahead, Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 38 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14.
Seahawks 28, Lions 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Isabella not going to risk a return here. They'll start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Blesson Austin. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting. And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going deep for Montgomery. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd down, Swift. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's the 2nd and 7. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll try the middle with Montgomery, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46.
They'll set up a throw. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
That's good for the Lions.
They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout. And
he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So how about that for a changeover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation you got playing. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now Gino on first down. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, Smith. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Play action. It's Smith. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened